In the 1950s, following the incident at Roswell, New Mexico, a wave of people around the world came forward claiming to have made contact with extraterrestrial beings. Some claimed to have seen them up close, others claimed to have been taken aboard craft, and others even claimed a complete dialogue with their alien counterparts. Most of these claims were dismissed as hoaxes, and the rest remained unproven, until now. Two men have come forward, 500 miles apart, with documented video evidence of repeated close encounters.
You're going to see, I'm going to flip the camera right now, infrared.
I've never seen anything like that.
Both are seeing strange spheres, lights, and orbs.
I drive up to this orb, the orb becomes two orbs.
Both are feeling communication.
I truly believe that's what all this is leading to, a meeting with a biological entity.
Could they share the same medical anomaly?
There is an abnormality here.
For the first time on national television, will their shocking video footage and medical test results finally provide solid evidence that alien contact has occurred?
I've had contact my whole life.
This is case number 58105, Alien Contact. On September 5th, 1977, the Voyager 1 spacecraft left Earth carrying state-of-the-art scientific instruments on its journey towards Jupiter, Saturn, and beyond. But the craft was also carrying something else, a 12-inch gold-plated copper disc. The disc was encoded with 115 images, greetings in 55 languages, natural sounds of weather, animals, and the ocean, all hand-picked by Carl Sagan and fellow astronomers. According to NASA, this golden record was designed, quote, to carry a greeting to any form of life should that be encountered. The disc was inscribed with visual instructions on how to play the record and decode the images, and also with a pulsar map that defined the location of our sun through a mathematical code. After 30 years, the data captured by Voyager 1 continues to be transmitted to Earth. But in its more than 9 billion miles of exploration, Voyager hasn't encountered extraterrestrial contact, as far as we know. As Voyager continues its journey into deep space, human attempts to contact an alien race have only become more advanced. Ever since 1961, leading astronomers and scientists around the world have engaged in a program called SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. The mission of SETI is, quote, to explore, understand, and explain the origin, nature, and prevalence of life in the universe. One of its primary facilities is the Allen Telescope Array in Hat Creek, California, 290 miles northeast of San Francisco. The Allen Array is a collection of radio telescopes designed in part to survey thousands of stars for possible broadcast and electronic contact from deep space. The team begins their investigation into alien contact at the array with senior astronomer Seth Shostak.
The idea is that all these little antennas, when connected together, can actually operate like one big one. It's in fact just a big metal ear that we can aim at nearby stars and hope to pick up something. Everything that we found out about the universe in the past 20, 30, 40 years has all pointed in one direction, namely that what's happened on this planet may not be a miracle.
You're saying that the universe could be filled with life.
It's looking more and more optimistic all the time. I mean, the chances seem pretty good.
But in order to authenticate any legitimate signal, SETI must first sift through the congested traffic of signals that originate from Earth. Government and telecommunications satellites must be ruled out, radar from local airplanes and airports disqualified, and other man-made interference like radio and TV signals discounted. The process sometimes produces what SETI scientists refer to as false alarms, signals that at first appear to have an extraterrestrial source. One of SETI's most controversial alarms was the WOW signal, detected on August 15, 1977, at the SETI project at Ohio State University. The signal was seen on a computer printout by Dr. Jerry R. Amon, who circled it and wrote, "Wow." He was amazed that the data closely resembled what they thought an alien signal might look like. The strong signal lasted for 72 seconds, and it seemed to have further characteristics that were not consistent with earthly or solar system origins.
Within about a minute after that first signal was detected, a second receiver on that antenna looked in the same spot on the sky at the same spot on the radio dial and didn't see it. So when you see something once, not science.
But there could be a possible justification for the signal's disappearance. If an alien beacon was transmitting a signal intermittently, the telescopes would need to be pointed at the original source point until the next signal arrived. But scientists have no idea how long that cycle could be. It could take minutes, hours, days, or even years for the next one to arrive. Since scientists point the array at areas they find of interest on that day, it is possible to miss a transmission if the dishes are pointed away. Several attempts have been made to find the WOW signal since, but with no further appearances, science is left without an explanation.
There are people like me who believe that there is intelligent life out there, and they believe it enough to actually be listening 24/7.
Inside the array's lab, the team sees firsthand the detailed process of how the SETI scientists search for evidence of alien contact.
If there are 56 million channels out there now, and you're sampling them once a second, well, that's 56 megabytes a second.
What I actually discovered is that we have a lot in common with Seth Shostak and the people at SETI.
We're really looking for the same thing, some sort of proof that we have some cosmic company.
You say they're there, we say they're here. Ideally, we can meet in the middle.
The array will eventually expand to 350 telescopes, an army of tools that will help survey over 100,000 stars and return 1,000 times more data in the next 20 years than all projects worldwide have accumulated to date. With this power, SETI hopes to have first contact with an extraterrestrial broadcast by the year 2025. With alien contact a scientific probability, the team is in search of physical evidence that alien contact is already an ongoing phenomenon here on Earth. They have uncovered two alleged contactees, two men from different cities who have filmed mysterious colored orbs close to their homes. They believe that these encounters are attempts at alien contact. Alien contact is often described as a close encounter, but these phenomena are not all the same. They are broken down into 5 separate levels, each increasing in intensity. Encounters of the first kind are described as up-close viewings at 600 feet or less, involving strange craft or lights that cannot be attributed to human technology. Encounters of the second kind involve physical effects seen or felt, heat or radiation, temporary paralysis, and interference with television or radio signals. The third kind is witnessing an actual being at close range. The fourth kind is physical abduction. And the fifth kind is communication, a complete reciprocal connection between an alien intelligence and a human being.